Hello everyone out there, and this is my plug Frank's channel. And for the first time, I'm going to do something a little bit different. See, as I looked on YouTube, I noticed a lot of people don't really have old school wrestling reviews, older wrestling reviews. They have a lot of recent ones, but no ones back really from the Attitude Era. And this is very true. No WCW reviews on here, so what I'm decided to do is I'm going to review the older wrestling pay-per-views um, from WWE slash F, some ECW ones and WCW ones, and some of the early TNA days, back from '04, '05, '06. So I'm gonna try to, satisfy those people that want to see those old wrestling reviews and can't find them. So I'm gonna try to do some of those, but also I'm going to do the newer wrestling reviews. Because hopefully, if everything goes all right, I have enough time. I'm going to try to post the Victory Road 2010 review on here as well. So, please, if you can, leave feedback. I want to know how this review went. Tell me what I need to improve on. It's my first one. But if everything goes right, I'll be back on here with another review for you guys. But the first review that I'm gonna do is from an old pay-per-view that sadly passed away at this pay-per-view. Pay-per-view, may rest in peace. The name of that pay-per-view is Unforgiven. Well, pay-per-view that I'm doing is Unforgiven 1998, the first Unforgiven. Um, this pay-per-view, what makes this pay-per-view different is that, as those of you may know, Unforgiven was in September. Well, this Unforgiven was after WrestleMania, which means it was in April, and I guess you can call this the backlash before backlash. So there's a lot of WrestleMania repercussion matches on this pay-per-view. So, um, let's get to this pay-per-view card, shall we? The opener of the night was a six-man tag team match between The Nation, which was The Rock, Mark Henry, and D'Lo Brown, taking on the team of Ken Shamrock, Faarooq, and Steve Blackman. Now, while this was not the best six-man in the world, it was definitely not a bad one. It was a pretty good opener. It moved at a nice pace, went back and forth. Um, May I add, D'Lo Brown he missed the moonsault, and but that's impressive considering he's like 260 pounds. Match ended when Faarooq gave The Rock the Dominator with the win 3 count. The next match on the card was for the European Championship as Owen Hart trying to strip weight. This was a WrestleMania 14 rematch, and it was a very good match. Should I say Owen Hart was the aggressor in the early going until Triple H slowed it down. The ending was very screwy, man. I said it was very, very screwy. I really didn't appreciate the interference from X-Pac and Road Dogg. China was suspended mad from the cage up above, so she couldn't interfere. But X-Pac Road Dogg interfered. Triple H after then was a hell of a fighter. Taints the championship. Very good match. 3 star. It would have been a 3 star if it 2.5. Like interference. The next match was between the NWA Tag Team Championships were on the line. The Midnight Express took on the Rock and Roll Express. The new Midnight Express, should I say, because the bombastic Bart and Bodacious Bob, I believe. Basically, it was Bob Holly and Bart. This match was better than I thought, but it still wasn't very good. Wasn't very, very good. Better than I thought, but that's not saying much. Basically, not much to say here. Just that Bart got the win on, I believe, Robert Gibson with the Bulls. Retainer titles, star and a half. But I'm very pissed off. The next match was an evening gown match between Sable and Luna. I don't even really want to speak on this. This was typical women's wrestling of the Attitude Era, which was black. Just the no, not at all. No, not at all. skip that and go on to the next match, which was the Tag Team Titles. The Aged Outlaws defended their Tag Team Titles against LOD, Legion of Doom. This 2000, man, 2000. Well, this basically stemmed from the fact that the LOD won a Battle Royal back at WrestleMania 14, but you lost in this title shot. You know, they had this new little gimmick to it, and new music, new wrestling gear, new manager and Sonny. Overall, this match really was better than the other matches they had, but it's really not really saying much. I mean, it went back and forth, it was okay until the ending where Hawk hit Rodo with a German suplex. The referee counted. Uh, he Hawk hit Rodo with a German suplex, and Road Dog his shoulders weren't covered. Hawks were. The referee counted. The New Age Outlaws retained. Bad ending. Decent match. 2 stars. The next match was um, an Inferno match between the Undertaker and Kane. Well, I mean, these guys had a great match at WrestleMania 14. One of my favorite matches, WrestleMania matches. Then they had this match. What can I say? This was this was not a match that the Flames made this match a lot better, but it made it a lot worse in the same sense. Considering the fact that the Flames was something to look at, I mean, it was a spectacle at the time. It's still somewhat of a spectacle now to watch two guys wrestling fire or fights around the ring, that is. But the match was okay. Went back and forth. They were limited to what they could do because of the Flames. But there was a nice spot where Undertaker went and dove over the top rope on top of Kane over the Flames. That was just an awesome spot. I really was marked out for that for some reason. Vader returned after he got injured by Kane a few months prior to um, Undertaker gave Kane a boot to the face, which caused his arm to go out into the flames. And Undertaker got the win in a solid match. Now, this match did not deserve this high, but I'm only giving it this really because of the spectacle of the flames and whatnot. And that's 3 stars. Some may say I'm overrating it, but I just thought that it was for the time it was an interesting concept. The main event was for the WWF title, as Stone Cold Steve Austin defended the title against Dude. Well, a lot of people don't really remember this match simply because it's overshadowed by the Over the Limit match. Excuse me, Over the Edge match. But this match was just as good, maybe a little bit over the limit match was a little bit better. Excuse me, now I keep saying over the limit. The over the edge match was a little bit better. But this match was still pretty good. Basically a brawl. They went back and forth. You know, Dude Love took his bumps as he usually does. Austin, and it had the odds stacked against him as usual. The match this really didn't have an ending. I guess it ended in DQ after Austin hit Vince McMahon with a chair. The ending wasn't all that great, like a lot of endings were. This is why this pay-per-view is not that high on my list, but it's up there. I mean, it's okay. It's not that high on my list because of the bad endings. EMTs came out to check on McMahon, so the match was okay. The match actually was not okay. The match was very, very good. I don't know what I'm saying. The match was very, very good. The ending wasn't all that great. The pay per view was okay. It wasn't. It wouldn't be a pay per view I would definitely recommend. That's definitely wouldn't be a pay per view I recommend. But if you find it, check it out. This is my plug for